It is 6 a.m. and once again, I've been awake for about 30 hours, which is probably more than I should, considering I'm getting ready to stream fucking Skyrim. But, you know what? When have I ever been one to make intelligent choices in my life? The answer is never. Let me do an audio check real quick. Alright, audio should be all fine. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. I don't really want to do the Thieves Guild quest this time, even though that's what I was originally gonna do in this stream. But I changed when I was gonna do this stream instead of when I was originally gonna do it, and so rather than having like plenty of energy like I was going to have, I have like no energy at all, and I'm basically just on the brink of exhaustion already. So, you know, that's how this stream's gonna go, basically. I don't know who Laud is, but I'd like to find out, so we're gonna go speak to Laud. What am I wearing? Right, I'm gonna de-equip. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep the scimitar for now, so that I'm not wasting too many charges on my sword. Because Dawnbreaker requires soul gems to refill. I'm gonna be honest, there's a decent chance that I spend most of this stream just like... Shit, I guess we discovered a new location. There's a decent chance that I spend like most of this stream just completely doing nothing of any worthwhile notice. Although I did say I was gonna do economics on my next Skyrim Singularity stream. But I have a feeling I'm too stupid for economics. No, I'm gonna be honest. I just got done watching, you know, Caleb's 100 subscriber special, a 12-hour long live stream. And I was there for a decent amount of it. There were a few times when I went away for moments, but I was there for most of it. And, you know, that was an entertaining time, for sure. But now it's you know, it's 6 a.m. Got a new day brewing, and I thought, what better way to, you know, start it off than by playing Skyrim. I mean, if I were to actually answer that question, it would probably be the massive amount of assignments that I have that I need to get done by today that I'm probably not going to get done by today because I have poor time management. But you know, is what it is. Have I really not discovered this mill before? No, I have, Heartwood Mill. These mills are going to be really useful later once we figure out how to build a house. Oh shit, that actually reminds me that I wanted to figure out how to build a house again. Okay, so last time that I built a house, right? And where's Load at? Let me look for where that waypoint was on the map. It's in Falkreath. But actually, you know, last time I built a house, it was on this lake right here, you know? And Falkreath is connected to that, so maybe I have to become a Thane of Falkreath, and then it will let me build on that land. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's the case. Oh shit, Nirnroot? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's the case. So we're gonna make our way over there. Oh shit. Bruh, I just started and my controller battery is already about to die. And so is my phone battery. This is gonna be a very bad stream. Sup Sacred Knight Live, and I definitely like the name, by the way. Sacred Knight Live, that is a good username. Yeah, we're doing some Skyrim at the moment. I'm a pretty small streamer, but I like the little group of people that I know. I know a lot of small like YouTubers who do, you know, streams, and it's really fun to interact with them. Cause you know, I'm not really one of the people that does YouTube because I like, you know, want popularity or like, you know, I want a massive sub count. I just like having that, you know, tiny group of people to talk to and like chat with on lives and stuff like that. And I've met quite a few pretty chill YouTubers that way. Although I'll give you a fair bit of warning. My streams are generally not the funny kind. Most of the time, my streams are really laid back and pretty chill. And then sometimes they just go into really, really deep topics. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It's probably easier to find people on YouTube than it is with Twitch. I actually got Twitch a while back to, like, look for content creators to watch. And I was, like, struggling to find, you know, like, good content creators that I was interested in. I found a few, though. I found a few small content creators on Twitch that I was like, man, you guys are really cool. I'm gonna stick around and watch some of your videos. Or, I guess, streams, rather, because it was on Twitch. But, I've never really been a massive fan of Twitch myself. Oh yeah, I would definitely agree. I think the YouTube algorithm lends itself more to helping small creators than Twitch does. It can still be a bit difficult to get out there, but it's much easier than with Twitch. Oh yeah, the recommended channels. Yeah. Because Twitch doesn't really... And it's been a long time since I've used Twitch, so there's a good chance that I misrepresent Twitch. But from what I remember, Twitch doesn't really have that, you know, it just sort of... It, like, brings up that menu of games, and it's like, what games are you a fan of? And then you can scroll down through the lives of that game. Or you can, like, go up to the search bar and look stuff up specifically. But it doesn't really give you that recommended channel section. Of course that one flower is the one that makes it so I can no longer run. I guess we'll drop some of the purple mountain flowers since I have so many. I should probably drop some of my stuff off at my house in Whiterun again. Oh shit. Yeah, everyone is streaming at the same time with Twitch. You know, that's another really good point that I didn't really think about. It's much harder to find an audience when everything looks the same. Where's Stoneflesh? Bears are the bane of my streams. Wait, what's happening here? Why does it say that I don't have enough? This is an alteration spell. Costs 163. Oh. I only have 130. Do I still have oak flesh equipped? Damn, okay. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll re-favorite oak flesh. I thought I had more magic than that. Apparently I need to level up more. I'm gonna be honest, bears are the bane of my time streaming here on YouTube. These things fuck me up every time. Alright, die. Right now. Yeah, it'll be apparent pretty soon. I'm not very good at combat in this game. Oh yeah, I for sure agree with that. It's definitely important to make sure you're balancing mental health with your time on, like, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. I know a lot of people who get, like, really caught up in making sure they produce a large amount of content. And I'm sure that I do too, to an extent. Like, I'm sure that I'm not different in that regard, but it is something you gotta make sure that you're keeping track of. Because otherwise, you know, you're not really being productive if you're hurting yourself to produce the content that you're making. But yeah, I'll be honest, this is what most of my streams are, to be honest. It's me talking to chat while Skyrim visuals play in the background. And then, like, occasionally I'll actually do some of the main quests. Oh yeah, I've always had a bit of a struggle with schedules. To me, they box you in too much. And, like, you know, the downside to that is that it can be hard to make sure you're balancing what all you need to get done. But in my opinion, it's a bit better to have the freedom and to feel less, you know, constrained. And that's also what allows me to start streaming at 6 in the morning like I did today, and then, you know, 9 o'clock at night like I do other nights. And, you know, the other sort of plus side to that is that I stream at such random times that I get people from all over the world, like different time zones, popping in. You know, a bit of a weird fun fact, my Instagram is, like, completely filled. Like, I'm followed by people from a lot of different countries, like Russia, Ukraine, and Indonesia. And I don't know why I have such a diverse following, because I would not assume that my Instagram content is, like, that attractive, but it's pretty funny. Because, like, why is there just a random horse up here? Okay, I just, like, looked through my followers the other day, and I'm followed by a lot of, like, people from really, like, all over the world. It's weird to think about. I'm not used to being so anti-localized. Or unlocalized would probably be a better word than anti-localized. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit out of it right now. I'm just a little bit tired.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?
There's a lot of moments of silence in my streams as well, where the commentary just breaks down. But I feel like the calming music of Skyrim, like, fills in a bit of the gap. But, you know, Skyrim isn't like most of my streams. Like, if I were streaming, you know, Shovel Knight or any other game, I would be a lot more focused on, like, you know, the gameplay and the commentary. But, the Skyrim Singularity streams were basically modeled after, an old streaming style that I used to have, which, it basically just amounted to going and having a podcast while playing Minecraft is pretty much what it was. Like, it was just me going through various topics and talking with chat at, like, 3 a.m. Just building a house while discussing religion. And so that's sort of the same thing that the Skyrim Singularity streams are, which is that they're just, oh shit. They're basically just, oh my god, you died really easily. They're basically just commentaries with some background visuals, rather than actual, like, you know, gameplay streams. Man, Helgen has been completely destroyed.
Time to end this little game.
I think this is only, like, the 3rd time I've ever been to Helgen. Maybe the 4th, because I've been here twice at the beginning of the game. Like, where you, like, in the playthroughs. And then I came here once in my original playthrough on accident. This place is really messed up. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit confused on how I'm gonna navigate through this place. Maybe if I loop around here. I'm, like, actually confused. The main road was blocked off. Oh my gosh, dude, I do so much damage.
Die, damn you! Get up while you still can!
Oh, what? Can I not jump through here? Oh my gosh. The carry weight in this game drives me crazy. Alright, I'm just gonna drop all of these. I pick flowers constantly. I don't need to worry about running out. Yeah, that's one of the things I've heard a lot about the Xbox, is that they don't really give you the option to stream as easily as PlayStation does. So you have to use capture cards. And like, I have an Xbox 360, and I actually plan on getting some capture cards for it, because there's a lot of old Xbox 360 games that I think it could be fun to play. But that's why I was never really a big fan of Xbox, was just that they're not very user-friendly when it comes to producing content. Like, I'd say that's a decent chunk of why I ended up going PlayStation, was just that, you know, I didn't want to, like, buy SD cards and stuff, and the PS4 just, like, straight up offered, you know, free streaming. Yeah, I think it's free, because I don't think you need PS Plus to even live stream. Because I'm pretty sure my PS Plus is expired. You know what, that is a good point, is that I feel like the PlayStation is not very, because they don't allow backwards compatibility with PlayStation, like, at all. What stone is this? Is these the Guardian Stones? Yeah. Oh shit. It always bugs me when consoles do that. I feel like Nintendo has a pretty good track record of allowing backwards compatibility, though. Because, like, the Wii used to let you play GameCube games, and I think the Wii U would let you play Wii games. Well, I'm not positive about that second one. I know you can play GameCube games on the Wii, but I don't actually know if you can play normal Wii games on the Wii U. I feel like you can, but I'm not sure. Dude, I keep picking stuff up and running out of inventory space. This is disgusting. I really should drop off most of this junk at my base, but I feel like we're almost to our destination. Morrowind is a game I'd really like to play. Same with Oblivion, honestly. I feel like they would be really interesting. I don't actually know the plot to Morrowind. I know the plot to Oblivion. It's, you know, the Oblivion Crisis, but I don't actually remember the plot to Morrowind. Oh no, it's no problem. I actually prefer that you, you know, you have a sort of topic that you can go into. It's, you know, that's, like I said earlier, that's kind of the main reason I like to stream, is the conversation. So it's, you know, it's interesting to hear, especially when it comes to, like, other people's, you know, attempts at, like, creating content. Dog, why do they keep sending assassins after them? That is like the 5th Dark Brotherhood assassin that has come after me. So, what type of content do you mostly produce? I mean, I would imagine it's probably video games. But, yeah, like, what games in particular? This is not the right road. I'm completely stupid. Like, that's actually the town that I'm going to. And I was climbing up the mountain in the opposite direction. Yeah, I feel like Twitch probably, like, interacts with its creators better than... Well, it almost definitely does. YouTube has a really bad track history. But Twitch, like, interacts with its creators better, but doesn't allow the creators to find an audience as well.
Did you see a hound on the road? Fine, strong creature that's been wandering near town?
I remember this quest line now.
I asked the gate guards to look for him. I can't afford to chase him down, but could use a fierce, loyal beast to keep me company. If you are willing to retrieve him for me, I'd give you some fresh meat to attract him out on the road. Good. There's some gold in it for you if you succeed. Here's the meat. Check the road just outside of town.
Yeah, I would say that YouTube is definitely a good place to set up and start. That actually might be interesting, checking out your Skyrim playthroughs. I'm gonna have to write down your username so that I can find your account later. Because for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't allow you to go to the accounts of commenters on live chat. Whether you're just a random person, a moderator, or even the host, you can't go to their channel by clicking on their name, and it's really dumb. That's one of the things that bugs me the most about live chat. Yeah, I understand that. You really do sometimes just have to find a different route when it comes to creating content. Oh shit, that's why I went into my inventory. I was trying to get rid of something. I did that whole thing and then I just realized what I was doing. Tundra cotton, thistle branch, lavender, bear claws, bleeding crown, and we'll drop some of the death bell. I'm like dropping the least weighty things in my... Oh shit, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pick all that back up. I know this is gonna seem really stupid, but I'm just gonna drop some of the dragon skills. They're worth a lot, but in my opinion, I've never had a problem finding another dragon to kill to get bones and scales. So it doesn't really bother me dropping dropping their scales, even though it's probably a bad idea. You know what? That's honestly, like, that's the best way, in my opinion, to produce content, is just to get on when you want to get on and produce what you want to produce. I'm looking for a dog.
So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Okay, I'm gonna resist the urge. If this were one of my other streams, I probably would have saved the game right there and went back just to kill that guard for saying that. But I'm gonna focus on the actual quest this time.
What I was looking for. Yeah, I think it'll be just what I need. You see, my name is Bobbis, and I have a problem I think you can help sort out.
What is this dude's accent?
I know. Wars to fight, dragons to confront, guild business to conduct. Sheesh. Listen, when you're ready to do something useful, find me outside Hamar Shane in Falkreath.
A dangerous best friend. Okay, get back here, you little shit. I'll do your quest line. Oh my god, you run really fast. I'm actually gonna run out of stamina trying to catch up with you. Damn it. I'm not gonna be able to outrun this dude. Oh my gosh, why are you running so far, you stupid mutt? Yo, where did that corpse go? I kinda wanna loot it. Oh shit, I need to find a flawless ruby still, don't I? Oh man, and that dumb dog ran off again when I wasn't looking. I am just completely falling behind. Dude, the way I play Skyrim is so janky. Yeah, that seems to be one of the biggest things about PlayStation, is just the sheer amount of console exclusives they have. Like, the only console exclusive that I can really think about for the Xbox is honestly Halo. And in my opinion, Halo 4 was the last good Halo game. Like, I do not like Halo 5 at all. But, like, with PlayStation, you have, you know, The Last of Us and Bloodborne. And, you know, the Spider-Man game. Actually, games now, right? Because they made a second one, didn't they? I feel like, honestly, like, Xbox has been, like, getting the worst end of the stick a lot recently. Like, PlayStation has just been sort of, topping them. And, you know, that's not to say that, Sony doesn't anger me immensely. My console was broken for 8 months because I downloaded an update, and when it downloaded, it corrupted, and the only way to get rid of the corruption was to delete everything on my console. And so for 7 months I sat there going, what do I care about more, actually being able to use my console, or the thousands of hours that I've put into the console? And eventually I decided to delete everything so that I could get access to my console again. But, you know, that made me extremely pissed with Sony. Especially because I went to, like, their supports and stuff like that to try and figure out what the hell just happened. Why a normal-ass console update would break the entire console. And all I found was a video they made, like, 2 years ago, explaining to people how to fix that problem if it happens. And it's like, okay, what if you just tested your updates to make sure they don't do that? But okay. Oh, damn, how did I forget God of War? That's, like, a really big console exclusive for Sony. I played God of War 2018, and it was a really good game. I'm very hyped for the second one that they're gonna make, whenever they do eventually get around to making it. Yo, where is this man telling me to go? Oh, all the way over here? Damn, this is a long walk. Yeah, it always is a shame when console exclusives come out for the people who don't have those consoles. And not everyone can afford to buy just every console to make sure they don't miss out on games. Sorry, I was like reading the chat and I got distracted. I've heard a lot about OBS Studio, and I've seen it used a lot for streamers. And I actually plan on getting a computer soon. I'm not sure, like, what type of computer or anything. I'm probably gonna have to, like, get the components and build a PC instead of just, like, pre-buying one. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna get one that's good enough. But I know, like, actually nothing about anything involving technology. I barely know how to turn the TV on. So I'm very much struggling to think of how I'm gonna do that. But I've heard OBS is a really good, like, software to use. Oh yeah, I have no idea how people actually do that, but I feel like that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Because every time I've heard someone get a pre-built PC, they've never shut up about how bad their PC was. I feel that. There's a lot of things that I should probably know how to do that I don't. I'm not even gonna lie, like 2 weeks ago, I had to look up a YouTube video on how to use a fucking can opener. That was like the most embarrassing moment of my life. Like, I sat there and he was talking in the most condescending tone because he's explaining how to use a can opener and it should be really obvious. And I was just like dying internally. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit, now I'm thinking about it and it's making me laugh. I had to look up a fucking tutorial on how to use a can opener. Oh shit. Anyway, finally found this doggo.
My master and I had a bit of a falling out. We got into an argument and it got rather heated. He's kicking me out until I find someone who can settle our disagreement. That's where you come in. Thank you. Now, since he banished me, Vio's been rather weak. He can't manifest very far from one of his shrines. I know there's a cult that worships him at Hamar's Shame. We should be able to talk to him there. If this works out, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Hey, just don't trust any offer he makes you, okay?
Wait, are these like just regular bandits? Oh no, these are vigilants. Who are you guys mad at?
Show me what you've got.
You won't get the best of me.
Yo, for real, who are they mad at? Oh, there's a random vampire up here. And a woman casually posing on a horse. I don't know how I missed that attack. That was really bad. Alright, we need to go follow that one dude though. We're already like completely lost. Oh, actually, while we're here, I might as well get Muffle out. This is one of the few things that I picked up in my original playthrough of the game, was that I realized I could use the Muffle skill, or spell, to grind the hell out of XP. I did not know that Microsoft had any intention of buying Bethesda. Huh. I'll say that's very interesting. Bethesda being owned by Microsoft is a really weird idea to me.
Someone there?
Although, I feel like after how bad Fallout 76 was, it honestly doesn't surprise me that another company, like, would want to try and, like, buy them out. Or buy them up, I guess. That game gave me very little faith in Bethesda, honestly. Like, I was really hyped for the Elder Scrolls 6 after seeing its reveal trailer. Not like the actual trailer, but the reveal one that came out a few years back. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good point. If they make Bethesda games Microsoft exclusives.
Thought I heard something.
Oh, that would kinda suck. See, the way that I think about that is that Microsoft also bought Minecraft, but Minecraft never became like a Microsoft console exclusive. So hopefully they don't like make Bethesda games exclusive. Yeah, that would be pretty bad for Sony. They'd be losing a massive like chunk of profit. Cause like, I'd say that Bethesda games have always been pretty profitable. Dog, I just want the soul gem. Let me take... I accidentally picked up a tankard too. TTT, where's the T? But yeah, I would hope that they don't become console exclusives, because that would suck from the consumer perspective. It would suck for Sony too. But honestly, I've lost a lot of faith in Sony and a lot of respect in Sony. So it doesn't really bother me if they lose out on much of a profit. That would definitely suck for the consumer if they had to get Microsoft consoles in order to play Bethesda games. I don't want to die here. If I actually die here, this will be really... Yo, that low-key confused me. I forgot they could do that. You know, honestly, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the PlayStation 5 or not. Probably eventually. But I'd say it'll probably be another year or two, maybe even more, before I end up getting the PS5. Because the only reason I originally got the PS4 when I did was just because everyone in my family like got PS4s at the same time. because like Destiny 2 was coming out for the PS4. And like my dad like, really liked Destiny for some reason.
What was that? Thought I heard something.
I'm not even gonna lie, whenever my console broke, I legitimately considered switching to Xbox because I was just so done with Sony. I was legitimately so mad that I was like, I don't care if I've used a PlayStation for the past, like, 8 years. I will switch to Xbox in a heartbeat just to spite you. I really should have stopped in my house before I went on this long walk. I'm like dropping really valuable material just because it weighs a lot. And I'm dropping it for consumables. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't say that Xbox is a bad system by any means. I loved my Xbox 360 back in the day. I say back in the day, it was only like 5 years ago. And I have used the Xbox One before. And I'm not like, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't hate it. It's not a bad system. I think I kind of like the controller and the UI that the PlayStation has a little bit better than the Xbox UI. But, you know, I'm honestly not opposed to the Xbox. Damn it, I did not mean to do that. Oh, let me grab Muffle real quick. Muffle is so broken. Because even if you don't have, like, any magic, you can just do this. And it grinds XP so fast. And just like that, you level up your illusion. Dude, yeah, that's like a really disgusting practice that people do, where they buy up shit tons of consoles when they drop and then oversell them. Like, that should honestly be illegal. And I'm surprised it isn't with how greedy a lot of companies are. You'd think they would do everything in their power to stop people from doing that. Although I suppose they make the same amount of money either way. But I feel like if you were producing a product and you knew that as soon as you sell it, someone's gonna buy it up and sell it for something greater, you wouldn't want to sell it. Or at least not sell it as cheap.
Someone thought I heard something.
I feel like they would have, like, filed a lawsuit to try and, you know, get an appeal or something, like, in a court to, make that illegal. I said that really wrong. I know that the way I said that made no sense. But, you know what I mean, right? Like, I feel like they would try to... Yeah, no, what I just said made no fucking sense. I feel like they would try and, petition, lobby, that's the word I'm looking for. I feel like they would try to lobby to some politicians and you know, get that put into law to stop people from being able to do that. I have no idea what I was originally saying. I think I'm gonna get the mask because it increases your speechcraft, right? I don't remember which option gives you the mask, though.
By all means, let's hear it. It's the least I could do, since you already helped me grant one final wish for my last worshippers. They were suffering so from vampirism and begged me for a cure. Then you came and ended their misery. I couldn't have planned it better myself. So, What's your heart's desire? What kind of deal can we strike?
I like this guy. He's I didn't notice this in my original playthrough. I like his personality a lot.
That insufferable pup. Forget it. Request denied. No deal. I'm glad to be rid of him. Even if it does mean I'm stuck in this pitiful shrine. In the back end of nowhere. Well, perhaps there is a way he could earn his place back at my side. Maybe. But no promises. There's an axe. An incredibly powerful axe. An axe powerful enough for me to have quite a bit of fun indeed. If you bring it to me, I'll grant you my boon. No strings attached, no messy surprises. At least not for you. As I recall, it's resting in Rhyme Rock Burrow. Barbers can lead you right to it. Little Mutt might even earn his place back at my side.
Oh, so maybe that's actually what it is. The axe is what you get at first, and then at the end of the quest, you can either give it to him or trade it for the mask. I think that's what it is. Oh man, I'm filling my inventory with so much useless shit again. I try not to fast travel a lot when I'm streaming, but this is gonna be one of those exceptions where I fast travel to Whiterun so that I can dump some of this stuff off. Do I have a potion that increases your carry weight temporarily? I do. We'll pop that in a moment. For now, I'll just use shouting to replace the fact that I can't run so that I can get outside. And then it's gonna tell me that I can't fast travel because I'm over encumbered, right? Yeah, you cannot fast travel while over encumbered. So, pop a potion of strength, and then go to fast travel. And where's our actual end destination? Okay, we'll worry about that later. Let's just get to Whiterun so that I can put this stuff up. It looks like it's way to the left, up near Solitude. So I feel like starting from Whiterun isn't that much of a difference from starting where we were just at. Oh yeah. Do you know like the specs for that PC? I said that like I would have any idea what any of that means anyways. I barely understand FPS. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I'm not that bad, but I'm pretty bad with technology.
I trust you're not planning any trouble.
Man, I hate Lydia. And I missed the stairs. That is your name, right? Yeah, Lydia. I hate this woman. I hate this woman so much. I hate seeing her in my house. Always just standing there saying the same 5 lines of dialogue. Sorry, I went like really silent. I'm looking at what I can like cram in this chest. Oh, I have a Some are positive, some are negative. Yeah, that's kind of to be expected with a lot of things. I'm actually gonna write that down too, and I'll look that up later. It was actually in one of my previous streams where, you know, like the entire point of the stream was to talk about, content creation and like different, what's the word I'm looking for here? You know, different equipment that you could use for creating content. That's not a terrible axe, honestly. Staffs are pretty useless to me, though. We're gonna run up to the keep real quick and see if I can break down any of the magic items that I have in my inventory that I don't need. And then after that, we'll continue on our way.
Are you still working with the bannered mare and the
I really hope that the next Elder Scrolls game has a different system for stuff like magic.
For a dragon to attack kind. Why?
Oh yeah, I cannot stand not having money. I'm a very, very greedy person. I surround myself with materialistic things and a growing stockpile of wealth because I never spend my money. Like, most of the things that I own, I got from people who realized they didn't want stuff anymore, or from repurposing things like old bottles. There's probably 70 wine bottles in my room that have been repurposed into something different.
To discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors.
You know, it's fitting that I'm playing the Dragonborn because I am literally, I have the greed of a dragon. I stockpile everything. Hide shield to resist magic. Yeah, we can break that down. Restoration robes. 12%, 50%? 12%, 50%. Those are exactly the same. I barely use light armor, so I could probably break that down, but I'm gonna save it for now. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go around Skyrim and collect some magic items soon. Oh, did my phone just die? That is exactly what just happened. I'm gonna have to charge my phone real quick so that I can actually read chat. So for the next like 40 seconds, I'm not gonna be able to read anything you say. But what was I saying? Right, yeah, I'm gonna have to go around Skyrim and collect more magic items to break down. And start filling some soul gems so that I can actually enchant. Because in my original playthrough, I had a Daedric armor set, but it was very not good because I didn't put like any good enchantments on it. But this time, I think we're doing a bit better with enchantments and making sure that we get decent enchantments. At the moment, I'm still creating a lot of like dud stuff like this, where I put a really weak enchantment on it just to boost my enchanting level, like using a petty soul gem, to the point where what I'm creating is useless, but it's still level. I don't know why I'm explaining this as if there's any reason you would be confused as to what I'm doing. You've played Skyrim before, so you understand how like leveling up works, and I'm like going through this entire thing as if you have never played the game before. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to read chat for a good while. That's gonna piss me off a little bit. I hate not being able to read chat. Yeah, can I sell something to you? I hate this dude, by the way. He's really one of the most annoying NPCs in the game, in my opinion. I hate everything about him. He's such a snob. This dude has, like, no gold either.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Man, speaking of the Mages College in Winterhold, that is such a disappointing questline. Like, when I first picked up Skyrim, the magic system was one of the things I was most excited for. I was like, oh shit, alchemy, enchanting, magic, oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's gonna be so fun to check this stuff out. It wasn't. Alchemy is as simple as eat random shit until you know everything. And then enchanting is basically just spam bad enchants until your enchants get good.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Why not? Here, have some cash.
Just one. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
I think the only thing you get from this is the gift of
it's
charity.
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can just
here, but
I can just adopt random children.
I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
You know, you call it kidnapping, I call it surprise adoption.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
I have a house but not room for you.
Oh well. Thanks anyway.
Dude, that's even worse. Like, that's so much worse than not, like, giving them gold. Walking up to, like, an orphaned child and saying, I could adopt you. Oh shit, never mind, I can't. That's... Dude, imagine you're some homeless girl living on the streets, barely a penny to your name, and someone comes up to you and they're just like, you know what? I can give you a home. Oh fuck, never mind, my rent is late. I can't give you anything.
If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Oh shit. I find that really funny. Anyway, I'm gonna pull back up the stream so that I can actually read chat. Alright, yeah, that's where I was at before, so let me catch up.
I can tell you're a discriminating customer. Perhaps you're a wealthy one.
You know what? I think I hate this guy too. But,
yeah, I'd even buy one of your relatives.
Oh man, I do not know. I do not know what I was saying.
Yeah, that's a little joke.
Also, I'm a Breton, so it's really weird for me to ask another Breton what brings him to Skyrim.
Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political
Yeah, there is. when you create the stream,
the most compelling feature of this
if you've noticed that little thing that appears in the top right when you're typing,
on a regular basis.
that is what I have it set to at the moment. But when I actually created the stream, there was an option to have chat appear on the side. The reason that I don't use that feature and I pull up chat on my phone is because it cuts out the right side of the screen and it like records the chat as well. And it's just this giant black bar where the chat is at. And that's not like necessarily terrible, but it cuts out so much of the screen that I don't think it makes the viewing process as enjoyable for like people watching the streams. Cause like I used to use that all the time in my streams. But I was like started realizing that it covers up a decent chunk of the screen, and I felt like it was putting people off and making them not want to watch the streams. So I was just like, oh yeah, I'll just pull it up on my phone. Which is sort of a double-edged sword, because it also means that I have to constantly keep my phone charged while I'm streaming, otherwise I just can't read chat. And I have to like glance away from the screen. But I think that it creates a better quality video. Not so much like the actual quality, but you know what I mean. I don't know why I'm like going into these tangents at the moment. Where are we actually going? I know it's near Solitude. Oh, it's even further than Solitude. It's like the other side of the map entirely. This is gonna be quite a trek. I might as well get Muffle out so that I can grind on the way. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Can't I do the same thing with Oak Flesh though? Because I can just cast the spell on myself. Oh yeah, I probably could. Although I don't think it's as efficient as Muffle is for grinding XP. I know it's like really cheap to do that, spamming the Muffle spell so that you can get XP. But it's just so efficient. Like, I've barely used any actual magic in my playthrough, and yet my illusion is already 43 just from using. How did I almost say 50? It's 43 just from using Muffle. I forget why some of them are highlighted in green. It's speech and heavy armor. Alright, I'm completely pulling this out of my ass, but I'm gonna guess that it's because of my race, and something about being a Breton means that those two skills start out with like a boost or something. I could be completely wrong about that, but that's like the only thing I can think of, because I don't think yeah, because I have the Warrior Stone on, and I have like different armors and stuff that increase the levels. I am not making a coherent thought at the moment. I'm really sorry, that was really bad. I feel like I should probably know more about this game. I've put in like a solid 200 hours. Man, I do not know, I do not know what I'm doing at the moment. I don't have a, oh shit, Nern root. Shit, what was I saying? That completely distracted me. Rip. I don't want to fuck with that saber cat. I'm gonna go in any direction besides that one. Yeah, with me, one of the biggest things about content and video games and stuff like that is just how expensive it is. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of spending money at all. Which is why I have so few games. I have maybe like a combined 30 games across every device, including mobile. Like, I have very few games. And even less so that would actually be entertaining to screen. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, honestly though, if you like legitimately, cause like, oh my god, I cannot create a coherent thought process today. What was I saying? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take 5 seconds and actually think about my words before I say them, cause this is really bad. Okay, I think I know what I was thinking. Basically, the PC gives you a lot of options, both for, I can't think of that word. Free time, I guess I'll use that, and for actual content production. So it is a decent amount of, bang for your buck, I guess. So I definitely say that it's worth getting into, especially if you also have content. Oh shit, I cannot fight that dude right now or I will die. Oh yeah, that's another thing, space. Space is always a massive pain. I'm actually streaming this from my floor at the moment because my TV is just sat against the floor in the middle of the room. It's not on a shelf or anything. Like I'm leaning up against my I'm leaning up against my bed frame at 7 in the morning streaming Skyrim on the floor. Because the table isn't actually big enough to hold the console and like the TV and stuff. Oh my god. I've been awake since like 9 o'clock yesterday. You might not even be in the same time zone as me. I've been awake for 22 hours, basically, is the point I'm getting at. So, my mind is not all here at the moment. I used to be a lot better at staying up. I used to be able to go like 2 days without sleep before the hallucinations would start kicking in. But I've grown de-accustomed to staying up this late, and so now the 22 hours is weighing down my mind a little bit. I have a very unhealthy sleep schedule. Oh shit, nice dude, I'll look forward to seeing you in some future streams. I'm gonna be honest, they're pretty much all sort of similar to this. And there's a decent chance that there's gonna be like an hour-long rant in my next stream about economics. I'm gonna warn you now, I'm not the most entertaining content producer. A lot of my content covers like covers things like economics and politics. Although I will say, because I know that sounds really bad, because there's a lot of children that get into politics and it's insufferable, especially when they become like heavily brainwashed into one political spectrum. I generally speaking would say that whenever I go over politics, I take a pretty neutral stance. I don't really push an agenda or a side. So I'm not like one of those insufferable kids that acts like a okay, this dragon is actually pissing me off. That acts as a what is the word? I can't think of the word. Oh, that's the word. Yeah, I'm not like one of those kids that acts like a wannabe activist, like all the girls on Instagram who post politics on their shit because they want to feel more important. I just cover some I guess deeper topics from time to time on my streams than what is usually expected for gameplay streamers, I guess is the word I'm looking for. This dragon is actually going to infuriate me. But yeah, I'm just going to warn you now, it doesn't really get better than this.
It's not that bad. So why'd you join up? Legion's always looking for...
You ordered it? You know what? Sounds pretty hype. I mean, worst case scenario, you get a few uses out of it anyways. Dude, why am I actually struggling to walk up this rock at the moment? Yeah, like, even if you don't get the maximum amount of use out of it, you're still gonna be able to play a bunch of new games that you haven't played before. So I feel like it's sort of a win-win situation. Honestly, I don't know if I'd be able to use a mouse and keyboard. Like, I've never played with anything besides a controller. The closest I've got to computer gaming was playing The Binding of Isaac on a laptop like 3 years ago. And it was so laggy because the laptop was so bad that it could barely process The Binding of Isaac. And then besides that, I've done nothing but play unblocked games on the Chromebooks that they used to give out at school. Man, I never really think about it, but it's really weird to think about how little time has gone by, but also how much time has gone by since, like, Chromebooks started being introduced into the school curriculum. Because, like, I'm almost through high school now, and we use Chromebooks regularly. But I was still in elementary school when the first, like, Chromebook waves were being handed out to students. And that's really weird to think about. And, like, that really isn't a long time. It's only, like... this is gonna take the maximum amount of brain power that I have. That's about 8 years, I think. Oh, I forgot this dude was following me. Although I feel like, you know, that's kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I put it into perspective, like, that's still like half of my life. Just about. It's a very short time. But it feels a lot longer because of that. Honestly, the time is really weird. It's really bizarre how, just how, like, things move. I'm gonna, like, break my brain at 3 AM. Oh shit, no, 3 AM was like 5 hours ago. It's 7 AM now, isn't it? Oh god. I'm gonna slowly lose my sanity throughout this stream. Like, I started out pretty normal and coherent, but by the end of it, oh, you do a lot of damage. I don't want to fuck with you anymore. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, I did not know that when I originally killed one of the Thalmor, that every Thalmor on the planet was going to automatically aggro to me every time I walked in front of them. You know, I assumed that since there were no witnesses, no harm, no foul. But now I'm constantly dealing with attacks from these dudes. I don't know why I took that wine. That's very useless to me. Yes, get them, doggo. Oh my god. Dude, he went flying. You know what, I haven't used, like, destruction at all. But since this dude wants to shock me, I guess I'll shock him back. The rueful axe, huh? Yeah, I don't actually know. That's honestly not that bad of like a clothing set. I have no idea what I was originally saying. My thought completely blanked out. I'm gonna rewatch this stream after I go to sleep and then wake back up again later. I'm gonna get like 3 hours of sleep and then wake back up. And I'm gonna rewatch this stream Because I can't tell how bad my commentary has been, honestly. Compared to usual. I'm starting to think about it now, and I feel like I've been spaced out this entire stream. I'm gonna be honest, I was actually a little bit surprised. I was talking to Caleb, and he's another small YouTuber, and he commented on the fact that when I play Skyrim, I hop up the mountains like this to get everywhere instead of taking the roads. And I was legit confused because I forgot that there are people who actually take the main roads in Skyrim. To me, it always seemed so counterproductive that I assumed no one would actually bother taking the roads. Oh my god, you do a lot of damage. But, you know, apparently some people actually do take the roads to cross Skyrim. Oh no, I cannot do this right now. It was bad enough fighting one enemy that I can barely handle. I can't deal with another. Unrelenting force. Okay, nope, that's a problem. And I'm really bad at this game. Shouldn't there be an icy pile somewhere around here? Where, like, the wraith teeth are? I guess not. Wait. Antlers are an ingredient? Huh. Proper lock design? I mean, that's a nice view of the moon. I really like the skywalks in this game. I think honestly that's something that more games should put time into, is their skyboxes. Because, like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's background feed. It's not really part of the, you know, the main events. But it's really nice to be able to look up at the stars and the moon in video games. I'm taking the worst possible route to climb this mountain. If I had taken the main road, I would have been here already, like, 10 minutes ago. Instead, I'm, like, struggling to hop my way up an entire cliff. How is that dog even following me anymore? Yeah, I was actually a bit surprised to see that not everyone plays Skyrim like this. To me, it felt like the natural way to play the game was just to spam climb up everything. And that is literally what I'm doing. I'm just hitting triangle until the game lets me jump. And there's a good chance that it's not even actually helping. But, you know, somehow I always manage to luck my way into the actual destination I intend to get to. So maybe this is the supreme Skyrim strategy. Because that actually worked. Oh, fun fact, by the way, if you want to pop your left shoulder, put your left arm over your left shoulder, and make sure your hand is touching your spine, and reach as low as you possibly can on your back, and then pull your left arm back into the left, and it'll pop your shoulder, and when you do it for the first time, it's going to feel really weird. Like, it's going to make a very loud crack. I have popped my shoulder like 50 times today. which is probably not healthy, if I'm being honest, but it's just very satisfying. Oh, I caught my neck a lot too. Something is killing me and I don't know what, but I have a feeling I'm actually gonna die, and I haven't saved in a long time, so I'm gonna run. Okay, found out what was killing me. Speaking of popping my neck, I just like popped my neck twice in a row, and it just completely drained my body of any energy. Sebastian Ward.
You've already lost.
He says as his health bar slowly empties.
No more.
Oh man, dude, I just like I completely drained myself. There is a good chance that the amount of bone popping I do is incredibly unhealthy. But I'm not gonna stop doing it. What else do we have in this place? Is there anything actually useful in here? Or am I just wasting my time? Oh, dude, that's a massive coin. 39 gold. I was like, dude, that's a massive coin purse. It probably has so much money in it, and then it has 39 gold. That's one of my problems with Skyrim, and I think Fallout does it better than the Elder Scrolls games do, is that I think in Fallout, the loot stays useful longer than it does in Skyrim, and I would imagine in the other Elder Scrolls games too. I don't think the loot table is that much different throughout the series. Because like with Fallout, you constantly need to get bottle caps and you need to scavenge for resources like food and stuff like that. You really don't with Skyrim. Like, resources that you find in the wild just don't really matter. Which kind of de-incentivizes exploration and like dungeon crawling. And like a lot of Skyrim players hoard, right? So I feel like the game, at least in some way, like makes people want to hoard stuff. I feel like it probably would have been better if they would have found a way to make hoarding useful. Like if they would have given more things more uses. Because I feel like in the current system, looting just isn't really worth it. Even if like the player really feels like it should be, or they like subconsciously expect it to be, and so they keep looting. I don't think the game really, you know, has a useful loot table. And I think there's a lot of things they could have done to change that. And you know, part of it is that really when you go into a temple, the only useful thing you're gonna get is gold and potions, basically. Because finding weapons in dungeons is practically useless, because you're always gonna be able to enchant something better. And, you know, finding, like, armor is, you know, useless for the same reason. And then if you're playing mage, then, you know, the staffs are pretty much useless because you can get better spells anyway. So, like, increasing your equipment isn't really a benefit of exploration, honestly. And then from that point, it's like, okay, well, if I'm not increasing my equipment, what am I increasing? You can find some scrolls, but like I said, there's going to be better spells than what you could get there anyway. You can find some potions, but those are just consumables, and even then, a lot of the time, you know, people like me build up massive amounts of potions, but still never have the one potion they need for a situation. You can get ingredients, but most of these are just found out in the wild, and you're literally picking flowers. None of the books are really that useful. The keys are pretty much all one-time uses. And then miscellaneous, the only one of these things that really has any long-term use is soul gems. Because, you know, there's like a few quests where it asks you to get stuff like rubies. But really, they're just not useful for most of the game. You pretty much just get them and then hoard them or trade them for gold. I really do hope the next Elder Scrolls game goes through a lot of changes in terms of balancing and progression. I feel like, because there's a lot of things that need changed. If they bring back the same combat system that Skyrim uses, I think it would be a waste of potential. Same with the alchemy system and the magic system. Like, honestly, I feel like the next Elder Scrolls game kind of needs to do, like, what Vegas, or New Vegas did for the Fallout series, compared to, like, you know, 3 and 4. I feel like it needs to change a lot. Like, it's probably going to have to be a very different game in order to really stand up to the test of time and to stand up on its own. Because I feel like if it's too similar to Skyrim, it's going to end up being a disappointment. Which, you know, that might sound counterintuitive because of how popular Skyrim is. But I feel like there was only ever going to be one Skyrim. And so the next game shouldn't try to be Skyrim 2. It should try to be the Elder Scrolls 6. And I feel like the best way for them to do that is to make some drastic changes. Because, you know, Skyrim isn't much like Morrowind. You know, it's a very different game. And it's not really much like Oblivion either. You know? So, like, Skyrim recognized that sometimes you need to make changes to make a game that's going to stand up. And I feel like the next game needs to do that as well. I feel like a lot of people probably have that opinion. I'm sure there are people who really do just want the next game to be Skyrim 2.0. But I feel like that's probably the minority. That's the wrong shout. I feel like there's probably a lot of people who are sort of in the middle, where they want a lot of Skyrim's features back, but they also want a few things to change. I feel like that's probably where most people stand. And, I mean, I agree with that perspective to a certain degree. But honestly, there's just a lot about Skyrim that I really do think should be changed for the next Elder Scrolls game. But the skybox is not one of them, dude. It is so beautiful looking up at the northern lights, as well as the different moons. You know, I was talking about this in one of my earlier streams, and I'm not going to be able to explain it as well as I explained it in that stream. But in my opinion, there's never been a game that's truly an exploration game. Like, there's a lot of games that have exploration as one of their main components, but I don't think there's ever been a video game where you truly are just exploring, and that is the point of the game. Like, and I feel like that's what the gaming industry needs, honestly, is a game that's just this massive exploration sandbox. And it would need to be a sandbox game, because then, you know, the player actually is exploring. They're checking out a world that is different than, you know, what another player is checking out. You know, it's procedurally generated and stuff like that. So it would have to be a sandbox game in order to be, like, a true exploration game, in my opinion. But then, I don't think any of the current sandbox games fall into that category as well. I don't think any of them truly stand up enough to be able to be, you know, to be exploration games. Oh, no, you're good, dude. You don't have to talk a lot. And yeah, dude, I'd be hyped too. But yeah, I feel like there needs to be a proper exploration game. And like I said, I know I explained this very poorly this time. I have a stream where I went on for like an hour and 40 minutes explaining this concept more in depth and explaining what I mean. Maybe I'll make a video essay one day to like put this into perspective or context. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because just look at that view, right? Like, Skyrim has a very beautiful landscape, and I feel like if a game came out that was truly an exploration game, where, you know, exploration was the main driving factor and purpose behind the game's existence, and it really does give the player complete agency, I feel like that game would, one, be really popular, but would also, like, redefine what gaming can do. And it would set, like, a precedent that would make other creators want to create similar products. The same way that games like Doom, you know, sort of revolutionized the shooter genre. It's like Wolfenstein existed before Doom. But Doom was the game that really, like, popped up and made people go, okay, this is really cool. Or I guess even, a better example would probably be how Mario pretty much defined the platformer genre. Because, you know, you had games like the Donkey Kong arcade machine. And that's, I think that counts as a platformer. Because, you know, you do it. Dude, I forgot to equip my shout again, and I just wasted another shout. Because, you know, you, like, jump over the barrels and stuff, which means the original Donkey Kong is probably a platformer game. But, like, Mario is the game that really defined platformers more than anything. Also, are you guys bandaged or what are you? Ah, you are. Man, I am surprised at how high level I've already gotten in my one-handed combat. I don't actually remember. What is the benefit that you get when you level a skill up to 100? Because I know you can prestige it afterwards and have it reset, and I know there is some kind of benefit to it, but I legit do not know what that benefit actually is. And part of that is because the only skill I've ever gotten to level 100 is the illusion skill. And it's because I spammed muffle until I got to level 100 in my original playthrough of the game. Can you quit running, please? It's very inconvenient. Oh my god. No. Everything about this is not okay. Sorry, nothing about this is okay. I can't use words at the moment. And I really don't want to fuck with any of these people. I'm just gonna keep going on my way. First a dragon, now bandits. This is all a massive pain in the ass. Huh? Although, that axe appears to be enchanted, and if it is, I'm 100% taking it. An axe of wariness. I'm looking forward to destroying that axe and taking its enchantment. You know, it's weird though. I honestly think that Skyrim's enchantment system is pretty ass, if I remember correctly. So far, from what I've seen using it, it's pretty bad. And I remember it being pretty bad in my last playthrough too. And I know that apparently you can get really overpowered eventually. Like, I know that once you get, like, a really good enchanted armor set, you're basically just a god. Which is weird, because one of the things that always bugs me about enchanting in this game is that until you max out the enchantment skill tree, you can only have one enchantment on a tool or armor. And then that, like, once you, like, get it to level 100, you unlock the ability to put, you know, 2. Like, if we go to enchantment, which is gonna be right other side. There we go. Like, the maxed out ability that you get at level 100 is you can put 2 enchantments on the same item. And that doesn't sound that powerful to me. But, like, I've seen, like, some of the gameplay of people creating wooden swords that can do like 1,000,000 damage through enchanting. Although I think what it really is that you can make enchanting overpowered, but it's through like a series of breaking the game using like, you know, like armor pieces that are enchanted to make enchantments better, if you know what I mean. Sort of like how you can enchant stuff. I keep asking that if I'm talking to someone who has never played this game before. Yeah, you know how you can put an enchantment on tools and armor to make it so stuff like alchemy works better. I'm pretty sure you can do the same for enchanting, and that's how they get these really overpowered enchantment builds. So like the base enchantment system isn't overpowered in the game, it's just how people figured out how to utilize it. Sort of like how Muffle isn't actually an overpowered spell until someone like me uses it to grind XP, because you can literally do this. I'm not going to keep doing that though, because I want to be able to look at the night skybox, and if I keep hitting wait, it's going to turn daytime. And it's even more broken once you have a higher magic account, because then you can pop it multiple times before you have to wait. That's like the one thing I figured out how to utilize in Skyrim. After all the hours of playing that I did, the only thing I figured out how to properly break and use to my advantage was the Muffle spell. Although we actually need to get a restoration leveled up. What is our current restoration at? 33? I think we need to get it, yeah, we need to get it to 40 so we can get respite. Because as you can see, my stamina is constantly empty and it's very annoying. I hate not being able to run. Like, I invest most of my points into either stamina or health, and barely any into magicka. And part of that is because, you know, this playthrough I'm pretty much just a warrior build. Like, I'm mostly just using sword and shield, and occasionally switching to healing whenever I take hella damage in a fight because I can't play the game. Which is actually not what I was originally going to do. I really hope I didn't say originally twice in that sentence, but I don't remember what words I said. At first, whenever I started streaming, I was going to be a battle mage again. Sword in one hand, the healing spell in the other so that I could spam restoration. But that's like really cheap. But I picked up a sword and shield when I was in Helligan, and it was just like, okay, this is actually kind of fun. And I've stuck with that combo so far throughout the entire playthrough. I think I've gotten better at combat because of it, though. Like, I've learned how to block more attacks. I'm still not great, though. I still get hit a lot. Okay, pacifism is not an option. Okay, that is a freaky tree. Oh, no. Yo, so I have no idea whether Nernroot is, like, infinitely generating or not. All I know is that every time I hear it, I pick it up. And it's, like, scattered across Skyrim. But I don't know if it's, like, a one-time pickup or, like, if it regenerates or whatever. I feel like it probably regenerates, because I don't think they would make it a limited resource. Yo, this is a really interesting place. How have I never seen this before? Oh, it's because it doesn't have a location marker on the map. Oh shit. I have no idea what I just did. I think I have some treasure maps, though, and I've never looked in these before. I feel like finding this place is a good time. I really only have one. I could have swore I had more than that. I don't recognize that place either. It looks like... Well, I mean, I do, but it looks like every other generic Skyrim ruin. Huh. It's unfortunate this place doesn't have, like, a name marker, so that I can actually come back to it. Because I've never seen this place in my life. Where are we heading again? Oh, we're heading back over to there. Oh my god. Any normal person would simply walk around the mountain, or maybe fast travel. But instead, we're gonna spend the next 2 hours awkwardly hopping up the side of the mountain. Because that's what entertaining gameplay looks like. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. The worst thing is that this actually works. If this didn't work, I would never do it. But because it actually works, I do it constantly. And it's so awkward. Oh shit. I feel like this is probably the funnest way to play Skyrim though. Awkwardly hopping up the sides of mountains. I feel like this truly personifies the Skyrim experience better than anything else in the game. It's all about finding weird angles though, because otherwise you can't actually go up in height. Like, I'm going in, like, the complete wrong direction, and I'm actively going down. So this is what you don't want to do. This is not working at all. Okay, here we go. This looks like a good angle. If I can, like, find a way up on these rocks. I feel like this is a good spot to cheese our way up the mountain. Can I get up? Dude, this is so bad. Oh my god, this is the most disgusting process. It would take us so much, like, we'd be so much faster if we just walk around like a normal person. But I refuse to. I will awkwardly hobble up the side of this mountain until I find an angle that lets me climb. Alright, we're almost up. Things are moving along for us now. Oh my god, this is not working at all. Like, this is not working at all. We're back at the ground again. You know what, I'm gonna take your Wait, am I taking anything? I have no idea. Alright, well, you're mad at me, so I'm gonna go now. You know what? This looks like a good path to take up the mountain. Not the awkward hobbling that I... What the fuck? Oh man, I love Skyrim so much. Oh god, what a balanced game. Very good engine too. Holy shit, I find that really funny, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like the floating wagon that I found the other day. Skyrim is so broken. I will say though, that is one of the things that I am disappointed about, is that apparently the next Elder Scrolls game is going to use the same engine as Skyrim, and this engine barely works for Skyrim, let alone like a bigger game. Well, presumably bigger. Definitely like more technologically advanced. Or maybe graphically. I feel like honestly, that's one of my biggest concerns, is that it might literally just be a Skyrim reskin with very little time and effort put into it. And usually, you know, you'd say trust the developers, but the developers are Bethesda, so trust is not exactly there. Wait, where am I going? Oh, right, I'm going all the way to the other mountain. I'm a little bit confused. What are you confused by, Callum? Oh, you said, wait, what? Oh man, how long have I been streaming? Only an hour and 48 minutes. Man, this is gonna be one of my shorter streams, honestly. Because I already went into it really tired. I should probably stop, staying up for like 22 hours before I stream. Yeah, from what I've heard, and I'm not like sure this is true, but from what I've heard, apparently Elder Scrolls 6 is going to use the same engine that Skyrim uses. And like the Skyrim engine was already really broken and outdated. So that's like very concerning news. But that is what I've heard. I probably should fact check that and find out. But yeah, that was very, very concerning info to learn. Because I do like Skyrim, don't get me wrong. But we literally just walked past a random bunch of floating armor because the game is so broken that it spawned in armor and nothing else in the sky. So, like, clearly the game is not all there.
Oh, thank goodness. I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never
Dude,
see
her
another
eyes
soul
are
again.
so red, it's actually kind of disgusting. It looks like she's getting ready to have a blood vessel just completely burst.
I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
This is definitely an ambush.
But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped. They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
Alright, deadass, I guess this isn't an ambush. I don't trust any Skyrim NPCs, honestly. Oh, which reminds me, I need to rant about this real quick. Telrov, escort Telrov to his camp. You get this miscellaneous quest by talking to Telrov in some random part of Skyrim. And he leads you into an ambush. He leads you to a group of bandits that attack you. Well, originally, I let him lead me into the ambush, knowing it was an ambush, just to do the quest. Then, an hour later, I died, realized I hadn't saved, and it put me right back at the beginning of that same section. So this time, since I already knew it was an ambush, I just murdered him right then and there, because I knew he was going to betray me. But because I did that, the quest didn't go away. So now I'm permanently stuck with escort Telrov to his camp. But there is no Telrov to escort, because he's literally just a body laying in the grass in some field in Skyrim. And it's infuriating that I have to leave that questline there. I'm very good at breaking Skyrim, though. In my original playthrough, the sword that I currently have right now, Dawnbreaker, I had 2 of them, because somehow when I did the Dawnbreaker questline, I glitched something out, and it just gave me 2 of the same sword for no reason. So I had one in a display case in my house, and the other on me. Okay, you know what? I'm so done with this. You know what? I'm not gonna climb this mountain, and I'm not gonna fast travel either. I'm going to resist the urge to fast travel. Actually, what are the stats on this axe? I'm probably not going to keep it, because I kind of want to get the Mask of Clavicus Vile. But what is the actual... Oh, I can't pronounce the word. Where's the... Yeah, the Rueful Axe. Does 20 points of stamina damage. It looks really sick. But it's not that useful. And as much as I would like to keep it as a collectible item, I feel like the Mask of Clavicus Vile is just more useful, because it increases your persuasion. Although I did not notice originally how good this axe looks. Man, I am very tired. I'm probably gonna end the stream after I complete this quest line. Oh, is the stream lagging? RIP. Yeah, it does that a lot. What I need to do is I need to wire my internet connection so that my console runs faster, because that will get rid of some of the lag, and it should also let me stream at a higher quality. I think right now I'm streaming at 720p. Yeah, I'm streaming at 720p. It auto defaults to 360, but you can like hit the quality settings and change it to 720, like if you're actually watching the stream. But that is what I'm currently streaming at, is 720p. I think I can get higher than that if I have a wired connection and still have it not lag. Oh, the axe? Oh yeah, the axe does 20 points of stamina damage. What's funny though is that the steel battle axe of wariness is legit just mildly weaker than the actual Daedric artifact. Like some random dude in Skyrim enchanted that axe and made it almost as good as an actual Daedric artifact. It might be a little bit overpowered, but I feel like Daedric artifacts needed more of a boost than what they got in the game. Or at least something that... Oh shit, I just knocked my headset completely off my head. Or at least some kind of boost that would make them stand out, even if it's not necessarily the most practical thing. You know, something that just makes them stand out, be a bit more unique. Because deadass, that random axe that I found in a random bandit's hand is almost as good as a Daedric artifact. But, yeah, we are probably going to trade in the oh my god. Why can't I speak? Rueful axe. Because I feel like the oh my god, I can't walk either. I feel like the Mask of Clavicus Vial is more useful. I really like this dude's personality. I never noticed it in my original playthrough. He has like some Hermes vibes going on, but like a bit more arrogant. Actually, I don't know that much about Hermes. Like in terms of his personality. He doesn't feature in like a major component in many of the Greek myths. He's in quite a few of them, he just doesn't really take center stage. Because, like, you know, there's other traits that you can sort of map out. Like, Zeus constantly fucking people, and Aphrodite constantly deciding to ship people even when it's not in anyone's best interest. Like, you can get a good, you know, what's what I'm looking for here, sense of their personalities. I can't think that much about Hermes' personality. Maybe he is really cocky. I mean, it would make sense, he's like, you know, the messenger god. He might be pretty slick with his tongue. You know, maybe that's the other thing, maybe it's not pride, maybe it's just, having a fast tongue. It's confidence. In any case, I'm back, little fella.
Ah, you've got the axe! And my dog! Splendid! Excellent work! A hero and his faithful companion retrieving the ancient artifact for the prince. It's almost storybook. Ah, but it almost seems a shame to give a weapon like that away, doesn't it? I suppose I could be persuaded to let you keep it. But only if you use the axe to kill Barbas. Simple as that.
Yeah, as dope as this axe looks, I want the mask. So I think I'm gonna say no deal.
You're no fun at all. Guess I'll have to make my own fun elsewhere. And with the pup back, I'll be restored to my full power. There's a whole world just waiting for me!
I knew I could trust you.
Yeah, dog gets master, master gets cosmic axe. Everyone's happy. Just get over here, mutt.
Don't worry, I'll make sure he sees the light. I trusted you, now you trust me.
Ah, that feels so much better. You forget how nice supreme power feels until you've been stuck in a cave for a few years. It's a shame you wished for something so dull as me taking back the mutt. Quite the lack of imagination on your part. A lack of ambition like that really ought to be punished. Perhaps by turning you into a worm, or maybe a few decades, Oh, fine. Have my boon and be done with it. Got more interesting deals to make anyway.
Mask of Clavicus Vile. See, that's the other thing, is that, how good is this? Prices are 20% better, plus 10 speedcraft, and magic regenerates 5% faster. Like, that's really useful. And it has a 31 armor value. Wait, is that actually better than my current helmet? Oh, it is. Yeah, so we can equip that, and that actually increases our armor too. Like, that's how useful the Mask of Clavicus Vile is, right? Is that it has like 3 different enchantments worth of stuff on it. And it has a decent armor value too. Obviously, like, I can still get better by, like, maxing out enchanting. But, like, it has enough uses, and it has enough, like, unique factors to where it stands out and makes it worth getting. Whereas the Rueful Axe was literally just an axe that I could make at the moment by going to an enchanting table. This is a pretty nice looking mask though. Sort of gives me some Twilight Princess vibes, honestly. The like the mask that Midna wears in Twilight Princess. Alright, let's make our way back to... You know what? We're not gonna fast travel, we're gonna walk to Whiterun. And once we get back to Whiterun, we'll drop some stuff off in our chest and end stream. This hasn't been, I'd say, as entertaining of a stream as it could be. In large part just because I've been very tired, and so my commentary is sort of not as good as I could probably have it be. But, you know, hopefully I've been at least mildly entertaining. Although I will say, I have not seen you before, Callan. I don't know if you're, holy shit, who's mad at me? Oh my god, who is mad at me? Dude, this is not okay. Nothing about this is okay. Nothing about this is okay. I'm actually gonna die here. Who are you people? Why are you mad at me? Okay, we're gonna have to get healing out. I know earlier I said I wasn't gonna be a combat mage, I was gonna try and use sword and shield, but this is an exception where I don't want to do that. This hack raven needs to die. Oh my god, you do so much damage. Okay, I'm gonna kill the last of these witches, so that it's just me and the hag raven. You just joined. Yeah, I haven't seen you around before, but you know, you were a very interesting what's the word I'm looking for? Commenter or person in chat. I don't know what the word is. So it was definitely nice having you in the old chat. Dude, how far did I throw her body? Like, I think I need to loot her body because I think I don't actually know. But I vaguely feel like this was the hag raven that I need to kill for a quest. Dude, how far did I send her body? I can't find it anywhere. I probably should not have done that. Dude, that sounds absolutely lit, dude. I've seen a little bit of like the trailer for Death Stranding, but I don't know much about it. Dude, I'm like actually worried. I don't know how far I threw her body. I'm kind of regretting regretting using that shout on her now. Oh shit. That scared the living hell out of me. That actually terrified the shit out of me. Oh. Nope, that's just a bandit. It's on the other side. I really hope you don't mean on the other side of the mountain. Because if I sent her that far, I'm gonna be actually angry. Okay, no, that's another bomb. Dude, what the hell? Okay, hold on. Nettlebane, 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 where are you at? The blessings of nature, retrieve Nettlebane. I legit think that this is the Hagraven that you need to kill to get Nettlebane. Yep, it is. There's her there's her corpse. Dude, she did not go anywhere near as far as I thought she did. Wait. How far did I think she went? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm so fucking stupid. Because I threw her... Hold on. I threw her off, like, right... Wait. Hold on. No, because I was, like, back here. Yeah, so her body would have gone right here. Dude, I am just dumb. She was, like, right here the whole time. No. It was... Dog, I already forgot where her corpse was. This is taking every brain cell I have. And that's only 5, so it's not many. But I'm not okay with it. We're just gonna keep making our way to Whiterun. But we do have Nettlebane now. Which is a pretty nice, unique weapon. I really am a hoarder when I play this game. I try to collect everything that I can. Anything that's like a unique weapon or item that doesn't appear that often in the game. I cannot wait until I get into the, I don't even remember the name of the DLC, but it's the one that lets you build houses. Because I literally can't wait to have a gigantic mansion full of useless stuff that I don't need. I'm the exact opposite of a minimalist. I am a hoarder. My room is full of so much useless junk. Oh shit. Alright, hovel my way up the mountain again. I can see Whiterun though, so we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Yeah, no, that's Whiterun. Although actually, now that I think about it, it's probably a good thing that we travel this way. Because it means we take a lot of fall damage, which lets us heal. And anything that can get restoration leveled up faster so that I can get respite. Holy shit, I can't talk. Is something that's good. Okay, I guess not. And that's pretty much the main reason that I put effort into leveling up restoration, honestly. Because the healing factor is definitely nice. And I definitely need it because I suck at this game. But more than anything, I want to be able to regenerate stamina faster. And respite allows me to do so. I will say though, I would love to live in a house like these, with the big wooden frames like this. I feel like that would be so much more enjoyable than like the suburban homes that they make nowadays, with like the generic plaster tiling. I don't think that's the right word. I don't think plaster is the right word for that. But I'm not gonna try and think of the right word because I'm too stupid for that at the moment. To play a PlayStation game with an Xbox controller on the PC. Truly the gamer lifestyle. The only thing that could set the mood any further is if you were sitting in a Nintendo chair. Well, we are almost there, and unfortunately, although this has only been a 2-hour-long stream, and I usually try to stream for 3 to 4 hours, I am very tired, and my commentary is going to slowly devolve into a series of really stupid giggles and laughs because I can't think properly. So I'm gonna end this stream here once I get to my house. But you guys have both been really interesting to talk to. You've definitely been one of my better chats as of late. So you know, hopefully I'll be able to have some people like you guys in the chat again. Cause this has been a pretty nice stream. There's just a random corpse outside of my house. Can I pick you up?
Careful with that.
Dude.
I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables.
Okay, well I'm busy disposing of this body because it's right in front of my house and I don't want to look at it anymore. Okay, we're just gonna okay, let me hop up here. Alright, come here, little buddy. We're just gonna pull you over here. Come on.
Got some good pieces.
Come on. Get up. Damn it, get up. I don't want to accidentally pick that up. Okay. We're just gonna... We're just gonna leave you down there to poison the water supply. And I think there's actually another body up here, isn't there? Oh no, where'd the other body go? I could have swore I killed the second one up here. You know what? Out of sight, out of mind. We got rid of the main corpse. That's all that matters.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
I will cut you down where you stand.
Of course you don't.
Actually, you know what? I feel like that would probably be the best way to end this stream. I don't think I'm going to regret what I do next. I'm probably going to regret what I do next. All you guys hear is the audio. Anyway. Die, Nazim, you little bitch. How's that for a Cloud District, you little shit? Alright. Oh, shit. That's not the right shout. That was such a bad quote. I could have said so many things there that would have been much better. And yet I chose how's that for a Cloud District. That's like the worst possible line I could have used. Why is there just a random elderly woman trying to fight me? As much as I like beating women, this is not exactly what I had in mind today. Okay, this was a bad idea. I'm gonna load my save now. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good way to end this. I think that's a pretty good way to end this stream. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Peace out, you guys have been great.